Tim Murphy with Drift Sessions here. I'm here at Klutch Kickers round 3 in the pits, and I got Rome Charpentier here. Where are you from?
So originally I'm from San Diego, but I currently reside in Rancho Cucamonga, California.
Cucamonga, nice. So tell us about the car you have here today.
So it's a BMW E36 built by Garageistic and Imagine Garage. And basically it's my very first drift car. So I bought this thing for about $500 and it was very rough condition. The guy lowered it by cutting the top of the beehive springs and just banging across the top of the shock towers. So yeah, you know, typical drift car. Welded the diff, got it all going, and it's gone through a couple of renditions, but really it stayed pretty much about the same all through Pro-Am and Pro 2 and Pro 1 now.
Nice, nice. So tell us a little bit about the car for somebody that's watching you today and they're like, oh man, that guy kills it. It must be the car. I want to ride the same car he has. What kind of advice would you give a person starting in an E36 chassis?
Keep it simple. Honestly, the car is very, very simple. We did the math yesterday. We're under 50 grand for the full build. We're like 44 grand total build the way it sits. Do things that other people do. I know that sounds funny. Everyone wants to be unique and special. I don't recommend that in a competition platform. So I ran an LS 6.0 because it's a very easy motor to get and there's a ton of spares. I run a Magnuson blower because they make a lot of power for very inexpensive and you can turn them up and down. So at Klutch Kickers, we run about 620 horsepower. In Pro 1, we run closer to 1,000. So we can gauge it by changing one pulley. We can change the boost in the car and adapt to whatever situation we need to be in.
Nice, nice. Well, that's a lot of good information for those people that are watching here today. Tell us about your experience kind of overall with drifting. What got you into drifting and what drove you to the point you are now?
So the first part, what got me into drifting is I did some stunt riding in Japan, saw drifting, I loved it, but I never really touched it. I knew it was something I liked, but never really got into it much. Then I did a stunt show at Long Beach Grand Prix and saw the Motegi Super Drift, which is the drift event at night. And I was like, I can do that. And I've been to almost, I think I've been to every Grand Prix since I was born. So I've not missed one of them yet. And my whole dream for drifting was to drive ash streets of Long Beach. So this year, as long as all goes well, this will be my first year I actually get to drive that, and that was my real goal in getting into drifting, was to be able to drive streets of Long Beach.
So what you're saying is dreams do come true. And helping you with those dreams are sponsors. Give us a rundown of your sponsors.
So yeah, I'll give you a rundown of other sponsors and why I have them. So we run WiseFab mainly because there's a ton of spare parts in the pits, and they use the same parts on all their kits. So to replace a WiseFab part in the pits or find spares is extremely easy, so I highly recommend them. We run field coilovers because someone told me, hey, if you don't like them, I'll buy them back from you. I put them on the car. I drove the car to Vegas, LS Fest, and I actually qualified second and won. And the first time ever qualifying, and won LS Fest, and have done very, very well since then. So feel is literally the way to go. We have Garageistic, which literally built like all the parts on the car and on actually all our BMWs are Garageistic. They make all the aftermarket seat brackets, bolts, bushings, kits, everything for the car. We run Federal tires because they're just awesome. They were actually my very first tire sponsor, and I've had Federal tires basically the whole time. And we just love the product, and they're easy to work with and easy to function with. Holley Performance because it's literally simplicity again. It's plug and play. They build the harnesses in-house, and you literally buy the kit, and you can start up the car the same day that you buy the kit. Yeah. So they are extremely simple there. Magnuson blowers because the supercharger makes it really easy, no turbo lag, no boost lag, nothing like that. Comp cams, they're the ones who basically did all the motor stuff, along with Millennium Motorsports, who built the physical motor. And then NRG because safety equipment's very important to me. And you got to have like impeccable safety equipment. I hit the wall and turned the car into a TI conversion in Texas at like 80 miles an hour, and I was good. I walked away from it. The team put the car back together, and we drove about 15 minutes later. Nice. So safety equipment is very, very, very crucial for all of it.
Good deal. Okay, so for those people that are watching us today and watching you out there rip it, hopefully come home a winner today, right? That's the goal. That's why we're here. Where can they find you?
So Rome CP on all the platforms. So just ROME, C as in cat, P as in Paul.
Rome, well, I appreciate you taking your time out on a busy schedule, and it's always great seeing you, even when you're giving me bad scores, but that's okay.
Hey.
I gave myself a bad score.
There's two other judges. It's not just me. There's two more judges out there.
Well, yeah, but you're here right now. So anyways, take care. Guys, follow this man, support this man. We'll see you soon.
Absolutely. Thank you.